Rich and Bob back here at Holdrege. Game 2 coming up here in a few minutes. Bison boys and Holdrege. Bob, this is going to be a big challenge for the Bison. Holdrege off to a really good start. McCook coming off, of course, a big win last night against Kearney Catholic. Holdrege had the, 90, saw that score, 92-77 over Gothenburg. That's a lot of points.
I mean, you're making a lot of shots or getting a lot of turnovers, a lot of fast breaks. I mean, you know, again, that's you're getting to the point where you're averaging over 20 a quarter. I mean,
I know one change in the lineup tonight. Miles Pullman starting in place.
How many did he have last night? Do you know, Rich?
I didn't hear.
Okay, yeah.
No.
And then he's joined by 4 seniors and a sophomore starting for Holdrege. 6'3", 6'2", 6'3" across the front. 5'11", 5'8" in the 9" junior. Trip Riley, 6'1" sophomore. Brody Graham, the 6' junior. And Andrew. And then Miles Pullman, the 6'2" junior. Probably trying to get a little more height there to counter Holdrege there across their front line.
Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel, folks. Bear with us on the YouTube channel. I've never liked this gym for Wi-Fi or anything, and so I know it's kind of clipping a little bit and shipping a little bit. So we're nothing okay I can do. I know we're just kind of watching a little bit in the girls' game, and now in the guys' game we reset everything. So bear with us. Radio call, Kicks 96.1. We still got the radio call. I don't think it affects the radio call at all on our YouTube channel, but that's the way it goes. Sometimes you get in these gymnasiums that are brick. They're all brick buildings, for crying out loud. So, yeah.
We're in the fortress.
Exactly right, in a vault, for crying out loud, and sometimes it's just not a good situation. So, boy, we got a good crowd. Folks watch the end of the girls' game. Boy, Holdrege fans on the far side. There's a lot of Bison fans here right in front of us.
Yeah, again, this is, for most people, it's the shortest road trip they'll ever have, just coming over here. So, again, yeah, a noticeable difference as the crowd has probably doubled almost since the girls' game.
Our good buddy Matt Thomas down there for Holdrege, assistant boys coach. He's been here at Holdrege a couple of years after some great years at Dundee County Stratton. If he colored that beard white, he could be a perfect Santa Claus.
Yeah, he's going to play Santa in the Christmas play, it looks like, there and stuff. So, anyway, we can yell out 4 maybe later on here today and get his attention.
There you go. There you go. Of course, he's far from being a Santa Claus. He's still a young guy. But,
absolutely correct. He's also a heck of a golfer.
Is he really?
Oh, yes, he's quite good.
Wow, yeah. I did not know that.
He's not just the coach. He can play. He's actually, I think, pretty darn close to a scratch.
How about that? You bet. Speaking of golf, if some guy named Dan Stramels is out there listening right now, big matchup at Heritage Hills on a 65-degree day tomorrow, right?
I think we're going to have to really just kind of settle things, at least for the month of December, coming up tomorrow here. I owe him a couple. I'm down in the old tracking here, but anyway, it'll be fun tomorrow. Boy, I can't believe the weather. I've played on Christmas Day in McCook before. I think that was the first time I lived there. But, again, all the major holidays I've been able to play golf on. And, boy, can't miss the 65-degree day tomorrow.
No question about it. It's going to be lovely. And wish everyone a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, happy holidays. And as we get ready for that, again, this will be the final game for the two teams and everybody else in Nebraska, the 5-day moratorium. Get away from basketball for a little bit. You know, and nowadays you hear more coaches say, get away. Just get away from the sport. Mentally and physically, you need to get away for a while, spend time with your family, have a lot of laughs. Don't eat a lot. Try not to eat a lot. That's for us 55-year-old geezers. And but they just to get away from the game because the stretch run is coming up. January and February that's kind of two long months coming up.
No, again, I agree with you. I think it's a time just to go ahead and forget about all the sports things and just kind of, again, get centered with your family and enjoy some holiday cheer, hopefully, and all that type of thing. But, again, refocus when the time is necessary. And, again, that's the beauty of the Louisville tournament, Rich. It's not like they have to come right off the Christmas holiday and go out and play the next day. They've got a couple days to practice.
Take a break. Tip off. McCook and Holdrege boys coming up after the break on Kicks 96.1. We're back here to Holdrege, getting ready for the Bison and the Dusters. Holdrege lineup about getting ready to go. By the way, Bob, I don't think we've noticed, but we're in the presence of greatness. And this guy in front of me, that's the one and only Steve Miller, the Steve Miller Band right there. You never knew he lived in McCook, Nebraska.
Well, let's see if he can tip us with some of his royalties or something.
The Joker, take the money and run, fly like an eagle, abracadabra. Maybe halftime he'll get the bust out the guitar and get out there. But never knew Steve Miller lived right there in McCook, Nebraska, did you?
Very well kept secret.
Yeah. By the way, you mentioned changing the lineup, Miles Pullman for Cooper Riggs. It's no big deal. Cooper last night it was a cramping issue more than you said that late in the game it wasn't really tweaking. It was more cramping. Dad's right over here. We're talking. They got the pickle juice out. He tried to make him eat some avocados. It's supposed to be a remedy. And I talked to Cooper at halftime of the girls' game. Said, I don't like avocados. Like, how can you not like guac? Come on.
Anyway, best way to have it.
And bananas, of course. He ate a lot of bananas.
There you go.
Hopefully no cramping issues taking place tonight.
Yep, get the fluids going and get the nutrients going and avoid those problems.
As Bob and I talked the first game of the girls, we had a dandy of a game 2 years ago here, in, I think with double overtime. It was a thriller, and let's hope maybe we get one of those again.
Well, hopefully Holdrege tired themselves out scoring 92 points last night, so can't imagine Bison giving up that many here today, so going to have to match them offense for offense, though.
Garrett Johnson, Andrew Poka will jump in midcourt, Holdrege in their home whites, and McCook in the road red, and tip controlled by the Dusters. Boy, they got some size, this team, no question about it. Got a few big bodies out there on the move with White. Pfeiffer, three's going to be on the way, and missed this time by Medina. Put back to the way, missed it, rebound by Bryson Gullion. Bison throw the ball away. Johnson spots up three, and a bank is open. Can you believe that?
Not exactly the way he thought he would start that, but yeah, intercepted the pass from Bryson Gullion and went right up with the three-pointer.
Coach Imus has mentioned this guy's really improved over the last couple of years from a stand-still shooter to does a little bit of everything for him. Gullion, whip pass inside way high, took off against the pass to Miles Pullman, and the Dusters get it back.
Yeah, again, he's pretty slight, for 6'3", and he's going to actually bring the ball up now too. But boy, he sure knows how to have the shooting touch.
Dusters with a 3-0 lead out front now. It's Nick Wittes, baseline Johnson. They know where he is at all times. Wittes has it free throw line. Baseline now, Medina. Dump it outside. Bison in the passing lanes. Get a turnover. Here comes McCook the other way.
Yeah, McCook, Rich, actually is playing a box-and-one defense. Miles Pullman on Garrett Johnson.
Trip Riley. Three is going to be short. It falls right into the lap of Wheatus. And here comes Holdrege the other way. Bison back in good shape. And Wheatus, runners on the way, missed it. He was out of bounds. Touched it, and McCook will get it back.
Yeah, again, nice defense by Trip Riley. He kind of let him get by him. He was going to try and swat the ball as he went up. And, again, caused enough problems to miss the layup.
3-0 lead for Holdrege. Our score update's brought to you by MMB Bank.
Boom shakalaka.
Bison with the basketball right now, right to left in the offense. Brody Graham now, Trip Riley. Out front now, Bryson Gullion. Top of the circle, Miles Pullman against the Holdrege man-to-man pressure out front. Miles picked up that dribble, needs some help. Brody Graham trying to work his way through some screens. Gullion pulls trigger to threes on the way, buried it. We're tied at 3.
Boy, quick release by Bryson Gullion there again.
Bison the other way, floater, hit the side of the backboard. The shot by Pfeiffer that time. Loose ball picked up by Gullion. Down court, 1-on-1 off the glass. Little acrobatic move off balance, and the Bison got a 2-point lead.
Boy, avoided the contact at full speed.
They're going to call Andrew Pokup getting back. He had to race down court. The lead pass to Pfeiffer that time and call Andrew with his first.
Yeah, I was hoping he just was going to have the ball go out of bounds there, but again, a little push on the side.
5-3, Bison with the 2-point lead. The lob out front to Hartsong. One of his few touches, first touches. Now Johnson chased by Pullman. Johnson pull-up jumper, 16-footers on the way. Missed it, rebound by Brody Graham.
Yeah, keep him at that distance if you can.
Bison on the move. Graham, little spin move. Now poke up. Andrew drop step on the way and good. Bison by 4, 7-3.
Looked pretty crisp on offense so far after that first turnover.
Now, you mentioned Coach Runge said pre-game he has not beaten McCook at all in his career as Garrett Johnson hits a 3.
Yeah, I'd like to keep that streak going if you can.
Yeah, big 3 to make it a 1-point game, 7-6. Cooper Rinks has got the warm-up off. He'll check in the next dead ball. Trip Riley has it out front. Trip on the move. Scoop layup, missed it, drew the foul. Bison had taken right at him. Foul's going to be called against Landon Hartzog. That'll be his first, and Trip to the free throw line for a 2-shot foul.
Yeah, last year's scorer is with the McCook win.
And, of course, we won here 2 years ago in double overtime.
Exactly.
7-6 ball game. Well, I can still remember those Bison-Duster matchups. I know with Bobby back in school back in the day, Bob. You and I at the, doing games here back in McCook when we had the 8-team district at UNK. Those were the days, weren't they?
Yeah, exactly right. No, they had some really nice players. I think there was a Edgerin. Is one of the names I remember from back then.
Yeah.
Ty Edgerin.
Edgren.
Yep.
Edgren. Yeah, that's right. 7-6. Tripp missed the first one. He'll get one more. 5:20 left in the opening quarters. The place goes dead silent. The second free throw by Tripp's on the way. Good. Bison by 2, 8-6. Holdrege the other way. Trailing by 2. Jacob Moon, a 5'10" sophomore for the first time. Long three by Garrett Johnson. They're going to say that Miles Pullman caught him on the wrist. Where was that call in the J. Lee Walgren shot in the girls' game, Ben? Got hammered in that one. There was no call. Okay, I'll forget it.
Yeah, that wasn't him. That was the
That's right.
far side official.
Yeah, that wasn't Ben. I apologize. Yeah, wrong guy. Wrong guy. First free throw is good. It's 8-7. 28 points a game. Wow. Free throw. He just makes it. This shooting free throws just makes it look easy.
Just pure.
Gino Malik, if you're listening, you would love this guy who was shooting free throws. Just makes it look easy. And if he can watch him if he's watching the KIC, the Kick 61 YouTube channel. 9-8, made all 3 free throws. Dusters up by 1, 9-8.
No, actually.
Over. And it'll be Holdrege basketball to get the ball right back near their own bench. 5-minute mark here. 3 minutes gone in the quarter. 9-8 Dusters. And a loose ball as Johnson lost it off the dribble. Here comes Brody Graham. Lead pass now, Tripp Riley. Tripp on, little Euro step off the glass and good. Pretty move. Tripp Riley Bison by 1.
Wow, exactly nice move there on the left side of the basket, too. Used his right hand to get it in.
Moon on the dribble has it. Garrett Johnson out front. Top of the circle now is White Pfeiffer. Bounce pass baseline out of to Medina, I should say. Moon's going to be called for the walk. Yeah, his steps were off and made that first move. Got called for the walk. Goes back to McCook. It'll be Scott Beaker. And this young man, the Beaker kid, 6'5" junior, was a veteran. Transferred, had to sit out some days. And this is his first game tonight.
Yeah, again, you were talking about, well, if he's a Beaker, he's got to be 6 foot. And again, 6'5", and he's again a little thicker too.
I remember all those Beaker Kiley on the move, going to be called for the walk. Well, you try to fit in a tough space that time in traffic. Got called for the walk.
Yeah, really tried to kind of knife between 3 different Dusters there, and again, not going to happen. Tiller and Rakes.
Trey Tiller and Oliver Corbett. Graham in there. Tripp Riley, the 5 in there right now. 10-9. Bison by 1. Garrett Johnson walking across the timeline, left, right on the offense. That's through the way. Bison right there. Cooper Rakes the other way. Cooper on the move. Kick out. Trey Tiller. That's a Bison by 4.
Boy, just nice right off the bench. 10 seconds later, knocks in a 3.
You bet. In traffic, doesn't matter where he's at, Bob. He's going to take that shot.
I'm out of room in the first quarter of counting his points.
13-11. Tripp Riley has it now. Trey Tiller got another look. 3-point bombs on the way, and it goes off Oliver Corbett out of bounds. For you. And it's hitting it on the stand. 11. 2-point game. 3:25 in the quarter. A lot of kids are early. High post Beaker, kick out. Going to be rattles in and out. Off the 3 that time for Pfeiffer. Here comes McCook the other way. Move, a little floater inside the lane, mid-range. Missed it, rebound by Beaker.
Yeah, just hit off the back of the iron there.
Marine like that, walk, and Bison will get it back. We'll see, Bryson Gullion checking back in the game.
Only the second game of the week for the Bison boys, not the third like the ladies.
Bison Riley across the timeline, right to left in the offense, trying to get Taylor open. They poke him in a low block. Andrew wraps around. Cooper rakes baseline three. Is going to be wasted. Gullion inside rebound, bounce pass, poke up, and tried a tough pass across the paint. Threw it a little bit.
It was a tough pass on the baseline there.
Andrew Poka pointed himself. My fault. So maybe it was Casey.
It was catchable, but it was a tough pass.
Yeah, maybe one he should have had. Bison give it back, leading 13-11. Holdrege with the basketball. Johnson, big hop. Why is it a big hop? Kicked out three's going to be on the way and good. I'm sure that's where they get a lot of points. Nick Wheaties on the kick out. It's a 1-point Duster lead.
Yeah, the first Duster to score besides Garrett Johnson.
Poke up the other way. Now it's Trey Tiller, top of the circle. Three's going to be on the way. Good. Nice job, Trey. Hits his second three of the quarter.
I think he told me last week or a week or so, he goes, I'm not in for defense.
16-14, baseline threes on the way, miss, long rebound, Holdrege. Nick Wheaties has it. Baseline now, Landon Hartzong runs out of real estate. Kick out Samuelson, baseline threes, good. Both teams throwing up the threes, Bob.
Yeah, you hate to see the other time here. Now, last two baskets have been by somebody other than someone named Garrett Johnson.
Maybe this is why they scored 92 points last night.
Yeah, they must have all been hot.
Poke-up has a little back door. We'll go back door up front now. Trip Riley. Trip, that's a deep three. Bison crashing the boards. Nice shot. Poke-up with a nice save, but right to Johnson. Holdrege the other way. Loose ball picked up by Trip Riley. Trip the other way, no numbers. He'll kick out Trey Tiller, right side. Three's on the way. Nailed it. Trey Tiller.
Right off the bench, and again, already got 9 points in the first quarter.
Johnson, no good. Rebound, Trey Tiller inside. Bison by 2, 19-17. Trip Riley to the way with under a minute left in the quarter. Trey Tiller.
Here comes a chip in the backboard.
Yeah. Good. Racehorse basketball. It's best right here.
Did you say racehorse, Rich?
Yeah, oh my gosh, I did. 19-19 in the first, 30 seconds left. Bad time to get a tickle in the throat. Trip Riley, baseline.
Making that.
Yep. Garrett Johnson's going to pick up the personal. 19-19, Bob, in the first. Wow, a lot of points.
Yeah, I mean, both teams really, at first it was Garrett Johnson, so, but again, now a couple other Dusters have chipped in.
Tiller free throw line, Trip Riley free throw line's on the way, missed it, he'll get one more. Only 2 team fouls apiece.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fast-moving quarter, and it's been a lot of action both ways.
Lineup from McCook right now is we'll see Asher Wilson check in for the first time. Corbett's back in, Riley, Gullion, Pullman, you're 5 in there right now. 19-19 in the first.
Yeah, Coach Runke trying to get his players some rest before the end of the quarter.
Tripp gets one more and hits the free throw. It's a 20-19 Bison lead. 24 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Holdrege can play for a final shot. And here we go the other way with Baron Medina. Between the circles, pressured by Bryson Gullion. 16 on the clock. The high-low look broken up by Corbett. And Beaker, on my gosh, on a tip that time. Scott Beaker was tipped by Corbett. He reached up in air, kissed it off the glass, chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, pretty strong move there to the basket.
21-20. I thought Oliver was going to get it right. We had it timed perfectly in a high-low set that time defensively, but couldn't quite grab it. Bison will come back with offense with Tiller and also Riley checking back in. And it's going to be Wyatt Pfeiffer checking in for Samuelson. Holdrege, a 1-point lead, 21-20. Bison will get a possession here, 11 seconds left. And it goes off McCook out of bounds. Long rebound that time, Bob.
Yeah, exactly right. And again, just can't, take anything away from the effort. Just unable to kind of, like I said, crash into each other.
Miles Pullman will spell Trey Tiller. 21-20 now. Holdrege play for a final shot. 10 seconds left. Medina has the top of the circle. Johnson, following three, missed it. It goes out of bounds off Corbett last and goes back to Holdrege underneath with 4 seconds left. Well, that was a fadeaway, a step or two behind the three-point line corner shot.
Right.
Cooper Rakes will spell Bryson Gullion.
Yeah, he hasn't been quite Garrett Johnson as effective when he catches and shoots and is open.
Yeah.
But again, he gets somebody in his face, it's been a little tougher for him.
4 seconds left. 3 with 2. The lob. Johnson backside. That's it.
No.
Will not count. 21-20. Holdrege after the first. Back with the second quarter coming up shortly on Kicks 96.1. Rich and Bob back here at Holdrege after one. Didn't get disappointed at all, Bob. 21-20, Dusters.
Yeah, exactly what we expected. Again, good tempo in the game, up and down. A lot of players making some shots. In that quarter, Garrett Johnson, 13 for Holdrege. Bryson Samuelson with 3. Nick Wheatus with 3. And Scott Beaker with 2 for their 21 for the Bison. Bryson Gullion with 5. On 3 threes, Andrew Pokup with 2. So again, 21-20 as we start.
Bison with the basketball first. Tripp Riley almost had it picked away by Johnson. Tripp gets it right back. Big hop inside the lane. Nice stride by Tripp that time, and he's down. Not for sure what happened, but he's going to go to the free throw line for a 2.
Foul, I believe.
We got caught a knee or something like that, but he's okay. He'll stay in there. 21-21. Second free throw's on the way, rattles in. It's a 1-point McCook lead, 22-21. Skip pass now way up front now, it's Wyatt Pfeiffer. Baron Medina. Baseline now to Wyatt Pfeiffer. 22-21, sorry. Bison by 1. They post him inside. Jumper inside the lane's on the way. Good by.
Nice move by him. Got the deep Bison defender on his back hip. Pivoted to the basket. Easy lay-in.
Miles Pullman baseline. Miles looking to go baseline. It's baseline. Jumper by Brody. Graham's on the way in and out. Tipped out. Recovered by Holdrege.
Yeah, I think that's the first shot attempt by Brody so far in the game.
Nick Witt is the other way, and now it's Garrett Johnson. With a 1-point Duster lead. A little floater inside the lane. Rolls in. And timeout. Bison want to talk about it. It's a 25-22 ball game. Holdrege with the lead. Back after a quick break. It's Bison basketball and Kicks 96-1. Rich and Bob back here at Holdrege High. Game 2 of our Saturday afternoon Twin Bill. Lady Bison lost a tough one by 10 in the opener, Bob. Dusters up by 3 here in the boys' game.
Yeah, again, boys, like I said, both games really lived up to expectations so far. Both ladies' teams were pretty well cooked from last night's games. But, again, really competitive there. Lady Bison had a chance.
Tripp Riley has a McCook out front now. Free throw line. Andrew Pokup looking for a guard. Somebody get open. It's going to be Brody Graham to the bucket. Got it stripped. Got it back. I think we're have a jump ball, and we will. Possession arrow go back to Holdrege.
Boy, again, that's one of the player goes right over the back of Brody Graham and ties up, and no foul call. It's not a free-for-all.
9 out of 10 times it happens. Yeah. You have players if they're on the floor,
it's like their open game, just to be, mauled.
We need to talk to somebody about that. Somebody really quick about that same type of rule. Long three is going to be missed. Pokup had it, couldn't grab it. Trip Riley, they're battling for it. Holdrege comes out with a loose ball. Dexter's getting back in the new shot clock. Jumper is going to be on the way, rolls in. How many times we see that where in the end it goes? Bison the other 27-22 trailing here early. Third quarter. Nice little give and go. Graham from Pokup missed the layup. Andrew put back left. Got it blocked on the way up, and here comes Holdrege.
2 chances from point-blank range.
In the paint shots, kick out three is going to be short. Pokup right there.
Yeah, no problem with letting the other Dusters shoot so far.
Graham, little spin around jumper, missed it strong. Loose ball picked up by Holdrege. He has it the other way on the floor. Baron Medina should say on the fly. Another loose ball, and boy, that's almost an intentional foul by Nick Wheatis that time.
Kind of flailing the arms around a little bit there.
Almost looked like an uppercut or something like that.
Meant for him, too.
Trip Riley kind of looked at him and was like, what the heck, dude? That'll be the second team foul. Bryson Gullion will sit, and it's Jacob Moon checking back in for Holdrege. 27-22, Bison stuck in a little bit of a rut offensively, Bob.
Yeah, only 2 points in the quarter, and those came on
top of the circle. Bison need some points here. Some offense. Man-to-man overplay by Garrett Johnson. Layup's going to be on the way. He led Trip right. Kind of anticipated that pass. Cooper rakes now. Cooper free.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, catch and shoot by Trip Riley.
Quickly, home run pass at the other end. Samuelson.
Almost negates that last basket. Well, I can't give one up that easy.
Trip Riley free throw line. Trey Tiller, and they got it blocked on the way up in the three that time. They flew at him. He's hit 3 already in the half. Couldn't get that one to go at 31-25. Kick out baseline 3 by Pfeiffer. Missed it. Rebound tipped and recovered by Trip Riley. Rip the other way across the timeline. Brody Graham pulls the trigger on a 3. It's going to be no good. Garrett Johnson on the defensive boards. Timeout, Holdrege. They want to talk about it. They're up 9 here in quarter number 2. It's going to be a full time. The Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Richard Bob back leads up to 9 now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. God, you scared me then. You scared me. I thought, what? Number 2, Trey Tiller has it against the Holdrege man-to-man. Need to get some offense going. Oliver Corbett baseline. Thank goodness they're hitting a few threes every now and then, Bob.
No, yes.
Yeah. 34-28, I should say. Johnson dumps it off. Baseline 3 is on the way and missed it.
Yeah, Jacob Moon's been very active on defense out there for Holdrege.
How about Wyatt Pfeiffer pulling the trigger on some 3? AC was a really good athlete back in the day. 34 28 inbounds pass. Wheatus is back in for Holdrege. Out front now. From behind.
Yeah, tried to follow a shot there and fouled Bryson Gully in there. So again, Bison won't get away from you.
34-28. Bison have a chance to cut it down a little bit more. Green by Pullman that time. It's a three-point game, Bob.
Boy, again, not an easy shot either there, but boy, nothing but net for
Beaker, and then boy, the big fella steps out and knocks her home from three. Good looking at three. Banks open from the left side. Leads at three again, 30 down to three.
from the quarter is all.
That's it. Little give and go now with Beaker. They'll swing it out. Takes off the other way. Left side. No shot. Move. The shot drew the foul. If I could just move this cotton picking camera quick enough, Rich. Might have missed that one. 37-34. Two-shot foul for Trip Riley coming up.
Yeah, Tripp, really good move there. Kind of played with Scott Beaker a little bit, gave him the pump, and got the arms forward. Got the foul, just barely missed the chance for the three-point play.
Free throw by Tripp is going to be on the way and good. 37-35. Andrew Polkup will check back in the ball game. Fourth team foul. Holdrege. McCook has not committed a foul yet. Second free throw is good. 37.
Nice series there for the Bison.
Top of the circle now. It's by Johnson. Cooper Rakes is right there. Johnson out front. Cooper trying to keep up. Anybody yell out Wolf as Johnson gets
That's kind of garbage points there. Kind of snuck up. You got to give him some help. Got to let him know he's there.
39-36. Three-point game again. Riley threes, give it a tie and air ball.
Yep, got to play good defense here this last minute and a half.
Again, folks, on our Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel. Apologies about the feed in a brick building here, and it's just surroundings is. So try to make some corrections at halftime. So bear with us. 39-36, minute 22 left. Garrett Johnson, pull-up jumpers on the way, drilled it off the dribble that time, Bob. Leads back to 5, 41-36.
Again, just pulled up about 10 or 12 feet out, and again, just absolutely perfect.
Brody Graham the other way, off the dribble, right to left in the offense. Bison keep it up, down by 5, 41-36. Gullion has it right side. Polkup has it. Dump it out for Oliver Corbett. 17 on the shot clock, now Polkup. Now Brody Graham. Brody maneuvering, left side, tough move, missed it. Tipped up, recovered by Holdrege. Lead pass down court. Wheatus battles it and misses the layup. Rebounded by Medina. He'll dribble back out of traffic. 39 seconds left. Jumper, baseline, offensive foul. Medina, the leaner, nice shot. Bryson Gullion took the brunt that time. Fifth team foul, but no free throws in the player control foul.
Yeah, second foul for Baron Medina. McCook now has a full 33 seconds here to go ahead and finish off the first half. Hopefully a nice little, certainly a 2, if not a 3.
41-36, Bison. Big possession right here. Shot clock is off. Get a good possession. Get a good shot. Doesn't necessarily have to be a three-point shot. What do we have here? And the clock was running. And we're at 32.4, so
well, it was 33-4 before we started.
Okay. Here we go. Brody Graham across the timeline. Final possession, hopefully Bison milk it down for a final shot. Polkup has it out front. Now Trey Tiller, top of the circle, trying to use a screen from Polkup. Picked up a dribble. Now Brody Graham out front. Brody. Trey Tiller, wide pass. Oh, it's tipped out of bounds by Holdrege last.
Yeah, again, Wyatt Pfeiffer got a hand on that.
15 on the clock. Trip Riley's going to check back in. Cooper Rakes will sit. 41-36. Dusters looking for their 5th win of the season. Same with the Bison. They're 4-2. Down to 13 on the clock. Brody Graham between the circles. Brody on the move with 7. Spin move. Tough move. Missed it. Rebound, Polka, put back, a hammer to the backside. Andrew to the free throw line for a two-shot foul.
Yeah, I think Wyatt Pfeiffer is going to pick up his first foul, and again, couldn't come at a better time for the Bison.
Polka up to the free throw line for a two-shot foul. To make it a three-point game. Free throw is going to be on the way. Missed it short that time. And we'll see subs checking back in for the Bison with Pullman, Rakes, and Corbett all check back in. Polka will get one more free throw. Beaker checks in as well in the Holdrege lineup. Free throw is going to be on the way. Rattled in home. One's better than none. 41-37. Bomb midcourt of the buzzer. Gonna be good. Oh, cripes. That's a Bob Golke shot if I ever saw it.
Wow.
Baron Medina from half court. And that makes it a 44-37. Halftime is here. Bob and I will talk about it after the break. Looking at a replay. Yeah, midcourt, nothing but nets. We'll talk about it next. Bison basketball kicks 96-1. Rich Bob back here at Holdrege. Halftime score 44-37. Bob, that three-point bomb, I think of Medina at the buzzer. 7-point game, but still that McCook played well in that first.
Again, really competitive. Both teams going up and down the floor. You can see how Holdrege could have scored 92 points, Rich. They got 44 in the first half here against the Bison. But again, hopefully they'll tire out a little bit. And Garrett Johnson, everything advertised about him apparently and unfortunately is true. For Holdrege, Bryson Samuel, Baron Medina, only points of the half is a half-court shot at the end of the half. Garrett Johnson with 21 points in the first half. Nick Wheatus with 3. Wyatt Pfeiffer with 5. Scott Beaker with 5. And Landon Hartzog with 2. So again, 44 for Holdrege, 21 in the first, 23 in the second. For the Bison, only 4 players have scored for McCook. Bryson Gullion with 11. Trip Riley with 12. Trey Tiller with 9, and Andrew Pokup with 2. So again, Bison need to get some more players involved, and again, try and tighten up some defense, especially on the non-Garrett Johnson players. I mean, he's going to get his points. Obviously, he's got 21 in the first half. But again, got to try and make sure they don't get second chance opportunities and shut down those other players.
It's here, 44-37. Never mind me. I'm trying to get my my camera pod to kind of even things out a little bit. So you see the shake. Richard School Gym halftime just about over. Holdrege with a 44-37 lead here at the half. One more half. One more still to go, Bob. And anybody's ball game still. 7-point game. Bison were down double digits, I think, a couple of times. Fought the way back every time.
Yeah, exactly right. No, they've been very resilient in this first half, especially when things weren't going their way. Just like to see a few more people get involved offensively for the Bison. But again, Trip Riley trying to lead him and Bryson Gullion with 23 of the points so far of the 37. So again, Trey Tiller came off the bench with 9 3-3s. Really gave him a spark there in the start of the second quarter. But again, I don't know what you do. I mean, Garrett Johnson, he's a pure basketball player, Rich. He's got all the moves, inside, outside. Unfortunately, he's got... Again, my opinion is he's going to get his points, shut down the rest.
Bison again playing without John Patel. John missing, gosh, this is his... in a row. He missed all the Goodland tournament, and then he had the first two games, Chase County, Valentine. Hopefully it's a time off. We'll get him the necessary healing up process for him, and then get that ankle. They're going to need him once again.
Just itching to get out there. I'd be very curious if he was playing tonight, just to speculate. But again, Miles Pullman did everything he could in the first half to try and slow him down. But, again, they find ways to get. Again, I missed the Goodland tournament. And, a couple of those Valentine players had some big points against McCook up there. But so far, I would have to say this is probably the best pure basketball player I've seen so far.
Second half about ready to start. I think it looks like original starting five: Gullion, Pullman, Graham, Trip Riley starting the third quarter. Bison will get the Baton Rouge High School. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. And here we go. Inbounds pass, Miles Pullman. Andrew Pokup has it. Holdrege pretty much all man in that first half. Pokup has it. Free throw line. Andrew. Now it's Trip Riley. Move. Kick out now to Miles Pullman. Run that weave out front. Miles. Spin move in the lane. By Holdrege.
Gosh, good move. Excellent offensive movement by the. Just cannot make the shot.
He's going to play defense now. Garrett Johnson. On the move. Right side. Layups on the way and good by Barron Medina.
Yeah, basic principle of basketball. Stop the player with the ball.
46-37. 9-point Holdrege lead here in quarter number 3. Trip Riley has it. Brody Graham has it out front now. Miles Pullman. You don't want to. Don't let this thing kind of snowball in the first couple of minutes. Poke up backside look. Graham shot inside the paint, rolls in.
Friendly roll is right. First point for Brody, and again, he's a guy that could really help if he gets going in the second half.
46-39, a runner on the way, got an offensive foul. Tell you, Bryson Gullion, he loves doing that, setting himself, taking the brunt, and he did it again.
Second charge he's taken in the game.
46-39, and McCook will get it back.
Yeah, he looks like walking a little gingerly.
Yeah, should we guess at what happened?
It's possible.
It's possible. Poke up off the inbound. Trip Riley, 46-39. Dusters with the lead. Bison haven't had the lead in this game, have they?
They have not. Mr. Johnson hit a 3 to start the game, and it's been catch-up ever since.
Bison, bad turnover right near the Bison bench, just on passing that time, and Holdrege will get it back. Underway early third quarter, 46-39. Score updates brought to you by MMB Bank.
Boom shakalaka.
Bison just about had a steal. Trip Riley couldn't quite get it that time. Johnson goes baseline. Meaning a bounce pass inside. Got in too close. They missed a bunny that time for once with Heart Song. Out front, threw the ball away. Miles Pullman the other way has it. Miles going to take it right at Johnson. A little pump fake. Off the glass and good. Nice shot. Miles Pullman.
A real cat and mouse game going on there. Miles Pullman actually stopped and kind of pump faked Johnson.
Johnson in the way, to his left, jumpers on the way, rolls off. And they're going to, who they call the foul on? They call Bryson with a check off, and they did. Is that the case of you learn to check off? Then you check off too much.
Yeah, I mean you're impeding the offensive player there, so that I think Coach Imus just got a little bit of a knock it off from Ben Anderson too.
Big hop inside the lane, little roller inside the lane. Renner's on the way and good that time by Wyatt Pfeiffer. 48-41.
Yeah, he is a big body inside.
Bison need to answer the other way. Big Euro step by Ryan.
And crevices these guys find driving the lane, Rich. It's pretty amazing.
Too strong. Followed his own shot, almost got his rebound. Going to be on by, missed it that time by Samuelson. They go to Wheaties on the cut.
Point shots there.
48-43 from Holdrege High. Kicks 96.1 or Kicks 96.1 YouTube channel as well. Man, they tried, flopped, and Lamps on the way and good. Apparently it flopped. Well, 45. 3-point game now. Johnson on the move. Ooh, gonna call Trey Till. He was there. Was he? Or did
seemed like.
Or am I just seeing things and was he moving a little bit? Holdrege will inbound. 5-minute mark, third quarter. Rice and Gullion.
Yeah, Hartzog got away with an over the back.
And just like that, Bob, you got a tie ball game.
Yeah, the game is right. Like to see what the Bison could do with the lead here.
48-48 in the third. 3-point ball. He missed it. Who'd they call the offensive foul on?
Andrew. Wow.
I missed it.
Looked like a push to get the rebound, apparently.
Third team fell against the Bison in the Johnson up, pull-up jumper, fadeaways on the way, missed it. Putbacks on the way, backside is on the way. Heart Song Bob is on the way and good. Riley almost had his pocket picked out front. Trip Riley on the move. Trey Tiller on the move, missed the shot. Loose. Nebraska 3:53, Bob, in the third quarter. Bison hanging tough, trailing by 2.
Yeah, again, they've been climbing up this thing close, and let's see if we can get them in the fourth quarter.
Nick Wheaties off the inbounds right at midcourt for Holdrege. Trip Riley the other way, 3 is going to be no good. Tip Brody Graham, can he save it? Yes! Top of the circle. Kick out Trey Tiller, thought of it 3. One dribble, 3's on the way, missed it. Long rebound's going to go off of Holdrege last. Has it. Trey, the return pass. Boy, just leave him a little bit of sliver of room. He'll take that shot with a nice, strong defensive board. I
think that's only his first.
Trey Tiller at the free throw line, 53-48 ball. Tipped around. Trey Tiller gets it right back. Another chance of McCook. Pullman on a spin move. Corbett, the garbage. Got a hand in his face at all times. And it's off McCook last quarter. So bear with me. Trying to get this thing out of my mind. 53-50. Tip pass. Graham hanging good.
Oh, I hate to give that one up there. It could have been stopped a couple of times.
55 Medina. Yeah, Oliver 6'10". You can't tell me he can't go up and dunk it.
Absolutely. But he was kind of twisted away.
Two-shot foul, 55. Free throws on. I'll get one more. Needed miss there. 56-52. Maybe I was thinking a little 2-for-1 here. They dump it off. 3's on the way for Pfeiffer's on the way and buried it. Dang it. Just like that, Bob, it's a 7. In the paint shots, here comes Holdrege the other way, and a foul going to be called against McCook at midcourt. And that'll put Holdrege at the free throw line for a 2-shot foul. Final game for the Bison boys. Once again, the Louisville tournament, January 2nd, to end the quarter. Miles Pullman. Corbett's got a ton of offensive rebounds here in the third quarter, missed it. Trey Tiller. More time, he got fouled on the way up. It'll be a 2-shot foul for Trey with 2 seconds left.
Boy, need these free throws.
Trey Tiller free throw line is going to be on the way and good.